Oh my god, it's like 5 a.m. and I'm trying my best to, opening up my eyes. So, what's going on, everyone? It's me, I'm the Kesik here, and welcome back to another tutorial. So, in this video today, I'm going to be going to showing you guys the entire progress of me creating the Cyberpunk scene that I saw in the beginning of the videos. So, one thing that I wanted to mention out here is, it's very hard for me to fit all my 5-day work into a very short 2 hour tutorial. So I created a little list over there. So now I'm gonna going to looking over it. It actually 3 fucking pages, and I think that is pretty enough for that. So for this tutorial today, you need to download the free version file right now in the description, which contain every single asset that I'm using, but it's not includes the environments. And if you guys wanted to go deeper into the work, you can download the premium version, which is $4 on Payhip. It's not a very big support for my channel because basically Unreal Engine tutorial is not that popular in my channel, so I don't really make way too much money from that. But it's okay. So that's pretty awesome about it. So let's get right into the tutorials. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is my little corner anyways. I tried to decorate it. It's still pretty dumb though. So yeah, don't mind it. First, click the first link in the description and you can type, any number here if you want to donate me, or just type 0 and click on buy this. Now, you just need to click on get, and that's pretty awesome about it. Also, one more thing here, it is you can go to any GIF website to download, some sort of file. Just make sure to choose something that have a lot of motion, something just like this, or just some simple thing just like this is also good enough. And just right click and save image as, and that's all about it. Once you've done that, what you're going to be going to do right now is to drag the GIF into the new composition inside of our effects, and we're going to be going to use an effect named unmute, and just choose this one. So once you've done that, you can click on this little transparent button right over there to know, it does like transparent or not. You can see over there when you click on this, it's already transparent, and that's good enough for us now. So Control M on the keyboard and click on the output mode, and what you're going to be going to choose is the PNG sequence with the channel of RGB plus alpha, and just render it out. So now, once you're done with everything, what you're going to be going to do right now is to opening up the free version folder that you just downloaded, and just opening up this Unreal Engine file. Make sure that you need to choose the version 5.3.2 because, I kind of scared to use the 5.4 because, it's just in beta. Some of you guys might face some sort of bugs or problems, so just use the latest version. This one is like a lot more stable. And now, once you're in these products, what you're gonna be going to see here, it is some materials. I already made my 28 hologram over there for you guys to choose. The mega bag here, which includes some mesh, and all of them here are free. I'm gonna be going to leave the link in the description if you guys wanna to download the entire thing. But here I'm just gonna choose some random stuff that gonna be fit with the scene. Now, what we're gonna be going to do right now is click on edit. For some of you guys who wanna to do your own stuff, you need to enable some plugin inside there. The first one, it is the modeling editing tool. We get 2 of this one. Next, it is the movie render queue, additional render passes. And next one, it is the Apple movie players. We basically need to enable something just like that. And also the LH, I don't really remember the right name of this one. Let me elect. Yeah, the Electra player over there. Just enable anything that have the Electra things over there, and we are ready to go. All right. So let's create this environment. All right, I changed my voice tone a little bit, So go to new level, click on basic, and what you're gonna be going to do first here is to delete the default floor, and then we click on the little button over there, click on save, and click on plane. Now we click on this little button over there to reset all their values of the positions, and let's drop a human mesh down there to measure the size. So click on meshes, character, office women's, and we put this one down. So as you can see right over there, we can increase this one a lot bigger. So We click on the little lock over there, and then I might make this one 200, which is really huge already. And now let's block out this environment. So I'm gonna just set this one to 100, I think. So now I wanted to make the scene just like this. I want to go to paint to really nice showing you guys real quick on what I wanted to create. So for example, this is like the human, right? I want them like to stand on a little bridge with a side here just like this, and a build up just like this with a little building to really nice showing how huge the building here, but also how high is the position of this human mesh. So let's do that. So on this little mesh right there, you can change the camera speed by holding your right click and scroll your mouse wheels up. So for this mesh over there, I will be unlock this one once again through, setting up these scale here. It's back to 20 or maybe to 10. And then we go down, we move this one to this side. All right, you can rotate this human as well to this way. All right, so basically we have something just like this. Let's make the downside. So instead of duplicate a new one and move it down there, I want it to be move it up just like this. So you just need to move those thing up. Maybe I guess 900 is good, or maybe 400. And now hold Alt on the keyboard and click on click your left mouse to duplicate this one. Hold E on the keyboard and then rotate this one. I want to make it very stiff. I don't even know if that's like a right word or not. So we just need to move those things down. And now let's keep building our environment. So just throw the mouse wheel to basically make those things faster or slower. And you can turn off something to make, I mean 3 of those things to make it a lot smoother. So I think this one is good enough for the foundation. So what you're going to be going to do right now is to duplicate this one once again, but this time I will make the scale on the x-axis 100, and we move this one until it reaches this little points over there. It's on now you don't really need to worry that those things are not collected or something, because we cannot even see that in the camera. So I'm gonna be going to choose everything, include this little human over there. And yeah, this you can hold control to deselect those things. Now I wanted to move those things up a little more so that it's not touching the little ground right there. I don't know why, but I just want to do it. So next, what we're gonna be going to do is setting up a camera, a temporary camera. So click on the little button over there. We go to cinematics and camera. Oh, right, wrong one. Cinema, camera, actor. Now hold E on the keyboard. We rotate this one 180 degrees. Move this one down and keep moving it until it's fit your reference. Oh, it's very far away. So we'll move this one very close. All right, close enough. And I will set the focal to 24, which is like a lot better. Now I might move those things up and move it out just like a little bit, just like this, or maybe even smaller. Make it up just like this. And now I will make like the little fence or the balcony. I don't really know how to call it, but you just need to click over there, go to shape, make a little cube. Now we make this one a lot smaller and move it up. You can find some reference out there to know what is like the perfect size for it, but I'm gonna be going to pin this little preview over there to know what is like the perfect size for this one. Now hold R on the keyboard, make it really long. So this might be something just like this. Legs. I'm gonna be going to make the x-axis of this one just back to like 50. Or maybe 70, I guess. And let's make those things a little bit closer to the camera. and then hold Alt on the keyboard to duplicate it up, move it back. Alt, move it back. Now E on the keyboard, hit, make it rotate in 40 degrees. I think it's, yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe 30. All right, 20. Yeah, just make them a little bit collapse together. It's kind of easy. So just hold Alt and block it out around. Now, once you're done with this one, it's time to merge every single thing over there into a static mesh. So then hold Shift, select every single thing, go to Tool, Merge Actor, and this is merge. Now I'm going to be going to name this one base and his shape on the keyboard. Now we got something called base over there, which you can drag this one down, reset the position, and yeah, that's how I move it to this side. How did we replace this one then? Yeah, it's kind of dumb, but I wanted to merge those things together to reduce, you know, the number of fucking stuff. All right, I gotta use less F word as well. A lot of people complain about that, and I do understand about that. I'm sorry for that. Now delete all of those things except the cube, because I didn't merge that, because we're gonna be going to delete the cube later on, by the way. And now it's time to, let me take a look at the load. It's time to do the building foliage. All right, so now let's do, you know, scatter the building around. So go to content drawer, go to layout cd. This is now a free back from Kitbashing 3D. Go to actor and just drag 3 of those things into the scene. So as you can see that those things are not the same size. So as you can see, if I drag those things into different direction, you will see that they are all having different size. So now it's time to basically make those things smaller to look at the scale value so that we could, you know, setting those things up later on. So for this one, I think that 0.3 might be the best size over there. You can turn off this one to make it really smooth, just like this. Let's choose a little size that fit with all those things. You can see. So for this building, it is 0.8. This one is 0.25 and this one is 0.3. So what we're going to be going to do right now is to click on the foliage and then click on the little button over there, click on actor foliage and create a new folder. So I'm going to be going to create that inside the tutorial one. So I want to name this one foliage, and I want to name this one big building A. Now do the same thing. We click on this one and let's change this one to B. And next one, click on this one, name this one C. And now click on each of them on the actor class over there. You just need to select this one. Now go to the content drawer, okay? You can see, and we click on this. And what we're going to be going to do is to click on this button over there. And now do the same thing with the rest. The second one, the third one. Now you gotta remember every single thing inside there. So this one is B, this one is B, and this one is C. You gotta remember the name, okay? So I'm gonna be going to take a little load. I'm using a software called PureRef. I'm actually scripting over there, but now I want to use that for my tutorial. So I'll just move that to the second monitor. We just need to load all those things. So go to foliage and now choose for each of them. So the first one that we need to modify, it is the densities. So this is like a very big building. I want to scatter them very little around the scene. So I want to set this one to 1 for the radius. I might choose 1000 as a, you know, a test value. And the most important thing here, it is the scaling. So we click on this and then we click on free. So now I'm going to be going to change the max to 8.8 and 0.8. The mean might be just have, you know, a random number here. Just gotta be honest. We're gonna going to test around with those things later on. So 0.4 and 0.8. Make sure to turning out the align to normal and random yaw, because you know real life city doesn't have that much rotation differences between buildings. So yeah. So now it's time to choose this one. This one is 0.3. So go back to your foliage, do the same thing. I'm gonna be going to speed up this part. And now once you're done with everything, what you're gonna be going to do, it is to test it out, you know, on this inner plane over there. But to prevent this one from crashing, you know, some of you guys PC are pretty quick, right? We're gonna be going to enable that light on all of those things. So go to the geometry tab, hit Control A, right click, and on the LED line, we're gonna be going to enable this. And all you need to do right now is to wait for a few seconds. All right, so once it's all done, we are ready to scat those things around the scene. So I'm gonna be going to turn off 3 of those things first, and choose all of those things. Put this one up, make the brush size a lot bigger. I'm gonna make this one to unlit, and I'll just click. As you can see, there's a lot of things going around here, which is not nice. So you need to reduce the densities. And also, I forgot to turn off the align to normal and random yaw on 2 of those things as well. So let's choose all of those things. Make the density down to 0.1. Now let's scatter those things around. Yeah, bro, this is exactly what I want to have. And one more thing that I wanted to mention out here, it is when you scatter it, you gotta make sure that there's some space in the middle, so that it's not gonna be way too crowded, so that later on you could add some different thing into this scene as well. So one thing that I noted here, it is the Z position, the Z scale of every single thing here is a little bit way too much. So I'm gonna be going to leave this one, maybe 0.6, and the scale Z's might be 0.3. Let's make it extremely random. 25, this one might be 18, this one 25, back to 2, this one 12. Now scatter. All right, a lot better. They are like all squats. It's okay. No, it's not that fucking okay, bro. No. Come on, it's not okay. We need to have a lot of, you know, customization before we actually working on those things. So I might just set this one back to 9.8. Yes, I'm seeing it. We might customize the camera later in order to make it look better. But now just do something like this. It's okay. Also, just don't make those things way too close to the camera, because if you make it close to the camera, it's gotta have a lot of problem about leveling, you know. Like, yeah, this time might be the closest one. And what you're gonna be going to do right now is to modify those things. As you can see, those things are intersect each other. So just choose this, move it up, move it down. I don't really give a shit about that. Just make it a bit separate to each other. I'll just make them intersect, because later on we will like kitbash a lot of different things. But just make sure that those things are not way too repetitive. And also rotate it, maybe 90 degrees. Make it a bit from behind. Let's make it random. You know, the more random, the better it's gotta be. Yeah, maybe we should do this side as well, because this side look incredible, as you can see now. It's a very good building. You know, it's a very good angle to make some sort of a viewport later on. Yeah, you can add some viewport on top of those things. Let's make something just like this. You can squeeze those things out a little. And yeah. All right, so let's do the second layer building. So here on the content drawer, I already prepared a lot of different things for you guys to choose. So the first one, it is on the mega pack. I have 2 little blueprint. And when you drag those things down, as you can see, it's like some medieval scene. I'm sorry for not pronounce it right, but we have some random things over there. So what I'm gonna be going to do right now is to scatter those things, a ton of things in around those. But I made this UDAS for the foreground over there because it's not really fit with the Cyberpunk's mood. So let's go with some other things. So geometry, you got building, some separated part, very nice. Just I put some random thing into this to know what is like the best one. I might choose this one right there, 3 of this one. Put all those things down, and now we gotta look at the side for each of them to know what is like the best one. I also gonna delete the old one so that we're not gonna like misclick on those things. So as you can see, the side of those things is like fucking weird, bro. But it's okay because we just need some sort of thing inside it. So click on this one, do the same progress, make those things a lot smaller. I want to be going to make it as small as this one because it's nice. Do the same thing with this one, a lot smaller, make them sit right next to each other to know it does like good enough or not. I don't want to like to squeeze it. Okay. All right, so we have 3 things over there. Now it's time to do the same step. I'm gonna make this one 0.3. Make sure to lock every single thing to make it not getting weird. I hate something that have like a ton of fucking number on it, so it's make me dizzy. So go to Foliage, make sure to choose everything and click on the button over there. Now go to After Foliage. I'm going to be going to choose Matte. It is medium, stand for medium. Or just make it small, actually it's small. SM, Buildings, A. Now, what we're going to do here is to create another one, do the same thing. I'm going to speed up this part. And now, we're gonna do the same thing again. First, I'm gonna delete this, and we're gonna scatter those things around to see how good it is. All right, make sure that we gotta like, be careful because if it's too much, it's gonna like locking the scene. It's not that bad. It's crowded, and that's what I need. Make sure to turn off 2 of those things. All right, as you're scattering, got a lot of thing here. That's way too much. Huh? Not really. But the old goes with the same angle is pretty weird. That's random jar, but we don't really have an option to make it. So just put it just like this. That's gotta be a thing where I mean some random position doesn't make it way too random, right? But I think it's okay. It's actually pretty okay because later on it's not gonna be going to showing up that much in the scene, but they are like intersecting to each other. So select every single thing, right? 3 of those things. So on the radius, we need to make those things up like 700. Here we are, the better one. Just move it inside the scene. Just like this. So as you can see in the scene right now, we have more buildings. They are like all goes into the same direction anyway. So just choose some random points and chain, like chain those things just like this. This might take a lot of time, but I really don't want to care about the quality of those things as well. So something just like this, you guys go to this little thing over there, 180. So that's a tip to actually, select those things a lot better. If you hold Control and Alt, you can select some box, right? Just be careful. Select some of them. It's actually pretty okay if you guys select the one that like the big building, because what I mean here is it's like some, and then also hold Shift, some random. And now make sure to click Control to deselect the base, make those things 180 or maybe 90 to make them like kind of like intersect each other a little bit more. So next, what we're gonna be going to do right now, let me check the load real quick. It is to make the atmospheres. All right, so it's time to unpin this little view over there and click on their camera actor over there. So we're back to the lead mode and we need to delete all of those in here. I want it to start out extremely fresh. So now it's black. So go to this one, click on the visual effects, and we're gonna drag a post progress volume into it. So we're gonna search for unpause and label this. And seeing this is a live scene, I want to lock the expose by click on this one, and then we just make this one maybe -1. Just set it temporary, and we're gonna be going to work around on those things later on. So when the scene is completely black, the first thing that we're gonna be going to add, it is a directional light. So just go to light, directional light, or no keyboard to basically move those things around. You can move it any way that you want, but yeah, make sure to make it a little bit bright, just like this. Yeah, maybe some shorter thing like this, but I want it to like facing up to the character, something. Let's try it around. Let's see what is the best one. I think this one is the best already. So on the directional light, first I wanted to make the intensity down to 5. The light color, let's choose a mood of Cyberpunk. So make it blue, just like this. And then the scroll down, I think it's, yeah, we're pretty okay with this one now. So let's click on this button over there. Go to the, I kind of forgot. So you just need to click on the spacebar and we search for fog. I want to drag an exponential high fog into it. And before we do that, I kind of wanted to turning on the atmospheres on this one. So you need to scroll this one down until you saw, atmosphere sunlight. And we have the little thing called light function over there. So it's like the same thing like Gobo Nice in Blender. So we're gonna search for cloud and this one. That add some random thing into this one is good enough. So next, click on the exponential high fog. The first thing that we're gonna be going to do, it is to increase the fog intensity into the maximum. The next one, it is a fog in scattering color. This one gonna be going to change the overall things. Oh, see, the reason why it's not changing because I forgot to turning on the volumetric. So on the volumetric parts over there, we just need to turn this one on, make the scattering distribution maybe 0.5. I think 0.5 is good. And then on the Etincian, I don't know how to pronounce, put this one to 5 to make it thicker. And the view distance, let's make those things maybe 20,000. I want to like to double those things up. So as you can see the back of this one. That's very important. And now back to the top, we click on this one. Now on the fog in scattering, just move this one. You can see it's like from far away, right? Make it blue. And this sky atmosphere, just make it white. Now on the direction, to know in scattering color. You can choose any color here. It's not give you a little chance, not really much, but still need to do. And we basically done with, you know, the fog and every single things. What we're gonna be going to do right now is to add a sunlight into it. Skylight, sorry. Why the fuck don't we have skylight, bro? Okay, here. Put the skylight down, and that's all. Maybe the intensity scale, I wanted to set this one to 0 because it's way too bright over there. And now the follow up with this one, I wanted to make it like 0.1 so you can see it's really dark inside here. The directional light, I might choose this one, make it milder 2. All right, now it's dark enough. Make those into 3. Now it's really dark. We are ready to go into the next step. Alright, so we are very close to the end of this tutorial. So the next thing that I'm going to be going to do here is to add some hologram into it. I know those things are pretty disgusting close, so I want to modify some of those things first. First thing first, I want to make the fog even thicker. Like 6.5 should be a good. And view distance, I don't really think that this thing is good. I mean, I want it like to be like very, yeah, it shouldn't be like this. I want some halo over there, so just set this one at 8,000. Nice enough. And for this static lights, just set it at 1. I think it's good. Now the next thing here is to add some hologram into it, and hologram is fucking simple. Now I'm going to be going to show you guys how can we make hologram inside our Unreal Engine. So I'm going to be going to create a new folder named test for you guys. In that folder, we opening up your file explorer to find, you know, the PNG sequence that we just render it at the beginning of the videos. I want to find it right now. Go over there. I don't know which one is like the right one. I think this one, I guess. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, I think this one. So see over there, right? Just select everything and drag it down here. And once you've done that, right click, sprite actions, click on apply 2D texture setting to make it transparent. Right click once again, create sprites, and right click for the last one and create paper flipbook. Now click on edit. You can see over there, now it's turned into something just like this. So I'm going to be going to rename this one. Before we do that, one thing that I wanted to load here, it is when you click on the default materials, if you're not using my free version, it's not going to be going to have the emission over there. So in order to have this, you click on these dummy sprite textures, onto the masked and sprite material, and then go to the default sprite materials. And what you're going to be going to do, I'm going to do it again. So originally, it's gonna showing up something like this, right? Hold M on the keyboard, left click, we make a multiply. Now hold Alt on the keyboard, click, left click onto this one to disconnect. Move this into the A and this to the emission column. Now hold 1 and left click, right click, convert to parameters. And I want to name this one emission. Now put this into this. On the default value, I will set it to 1 to make it visible. And once you've done that, your texture should have some glow into it when you drag it into the scene. Now I'm going to be going to drag it to show you guys how it's going to work. Now I drag this one down, rotate this one, and as you can see here, we have a very nice texture. You can rather make it bigger or smaller. And if you want to make it glow even more on the material over there, you have the emission, right? You just need to crank those number up, save it, and you have it. So now that's pretty all you gotta know about those things. Now it's time to scatter all of the hologram that I provide to you guys inside this folder into the environment. I'm going to leave that on my second monitor. Just drag this paper flipbook into those things and let it loading. I'm gonna speed up this part over there. And also one tip here, sometimes when you are making, adding some stuff that basically almost have the same position, you can hold Alt and drag it up, and then on the content browsers, what you're gonna be going to do is you selected the thing that you want to replace, maybe this one, and just right click, replace actor with this, and that's gonna be make your progress a lot easier. And sometimes when you kind of lost on the scene, you can hold F on the keyboard to zoom it in. It's like the same way in Blenders, and just move it into the position that you wanted to add. So and you can duplicate those things, rotate it 90 degrees, make it somewhere far from each other. It's okay to duplicate different stuff on the scene because that's the same way as real life work. I gotta be honest with it. A lot of people. I work as on a marketing agency. You know what I mean? We do some sort of advertisement on website and stuff. And if you pay a lot of money, you could place multiple different art on the same website, the same page. So yeah, it's kind of makes sense. If it's in a cyberspace. I'm just doing it very, very rough here because, it's a tutorial. I don't want it to go crazy with it. I just want to show you guys the concept of me doing those things and duplicate multiple things, adding something. Sometimes it doesn't need to show in the camera, but rather to say having emitting some light is good. Let's do something with this. I think that's the default radius might be a little bit way too much. That's why it's getting a bit close to each other, just like this. But it's okay because this is just a tutorials. If you're done with this, you're gonna have a lot of times, to polish the work. And that's gotta be the time when you're actually working around a lot more in those things. This one is a bit close to each other, so just move down, move in. This one is like one of my favorite one because it's have their tech animation. All right, so we gotta add a lot more down there as well. I'm gonna just drag some random stuff down there and duplicate it multiple times because we don't have times and we are on a rush. All right, so let's take this one as an example. Okay, you can scatter more to have more depth into the scene. So now it's time to add a background. So to add a background, I'm gonna be going to show you a very cool tricks. It is to use using AI. So I'm currently using Midjourney in order to create this sort of backgrounds to add it into the scene. Here's all the prompt. You can pause the video to load about it. Or if you don't have money, to actually buy a Midjourney subscription, you can go to the browser. You can search for Cyberpunk background or wallpaper. And go to image. you're gonna have a lot of things. Now, for example, this one is exactly what I wanted to talk about. Let's choose some city that have a lot of buildings. Now this one is fucking cool. It's really really cool when you add it into the scene. Or this one is very incredible. I might save this one as well to use on my future projects. Okay, so how did we manage to put it into the scene? So over there on the tutorial, I already give you guys some sort of background over there. I will make a video explain each of those things on the future tutorial. So for example, I wanted to add something like this, the thing that I just downloaded. So the first, you gotta take a look at the size of it. So this image size is 5000 by 3000. So click on the little box over there, create a new plane, and on the scale we just make it, you know, 5:3 ratio. So 500 by 300 might be a good number. No, it's too big, bro, but it's okay because we could customize those things by lock those things in and just drag it maybe 250. You don't need to care about those things actually, because later on you can stretch those things up, you know what I mean? So 5.3 is, which mean that it's 500, just like this, and you gotta rotate those things temporary. And on this content drawer over there, you have background one and M background. So when you click on those things, I actually create this one by myself. So if you guys have any bugs or something, you guys can go to my Discord server for help, and I'll just let it loading for a bit. Yo, what's up? It's me here. I'm finally back home, and I'm just back from school. I'm sorry, I'm sick today. So let's do the background. So I decided to delete the background in order to teach you guys how to do that, because this one is very useful. So first, you need to import the background that you just downloaded or generate from Midjourney. Here I'm going to be going to import two background. This one is from Lazaro45 on Instagram. I actually download his project file and I saw this texture right there, which is really cool. Now right click on the keyboard, I mean your mouse, create a new material, and I'm gonna name this one background. Now in this one, I'm gonna set it to the plane mode and turning on two-sided. It's optional, by the way. And then on the blend mode, I'm gonna set this one into translucent. And now what we're gonna be going to do, it is to add the textures. So I'm gonna drag this one down there, and we're gonna be going to create a multiply load in order to control the brightness. So move this one to A, this one to emissive color, and basically we have a plane that's have the texture on it. But now hold one on the keyboard, click on the left click, and convert this one to parameter. I'm gonna name this one brightness. The default value is gonna be 1, temporary, by the way. And that's pretty all about the emission. Like, I'm gonna be going to make this one, you know, to remove the black points of this one. So in order to do that, what we're gonna be going to do, it is we're gonna be going to drag this one into the opacity, and we have it right now. But now I wanted to control the amount of, you know, black boy gonna be removed. So how can I do that? It's pretty simple. So we're gonna add a new node named cheap contrast, and on this load over there, I'm gonna hold Alt and just select this one. So I'm gonna put this one into the in and hold M on the keyboard to create a multiply load, because now I'm gonna be going to mix this one with another load named alpha, another parameters, and we convert this one, and I'm going to be going to name this one alpha pulse. I learned this one from industry, so yeah, credit to him for this material. Now on the contrast over there, I'm going to do the same thing. Hold one and left click, convert to parameter, make this one alpha contrast. Make sure that the default value is 1, move this one over there, and then we put this one into the opacity. So now I'm gonna be going to show you how to control this one real quick. So we click on save, and then when it's saved, we close this one, right click, click on create material instance, and I'm gonna name this one MI background 1. Now once you double click on this one, we're turning on every single thing. So the alpha boots, when you push those thing up, it's gonna be goes up, and we can reset it. Same thing go with this one, as you can see. So you can, you know, mess around with this one. So I want to make the brightness a lot brighter, and I 45 to say, for you know, an example. So now let's apply this material instant into a plane. So first create a new plane, and now we need to looking up at the side or the texture. We get this one over there. So this one is 4x2. So we need to turn this little plane here maybe to 400 by 200. Move it all the way to, you know, behind the scene, and then we rotate this one 90 degrees, rotate this one 90 degrees. We can scale those things up later on, but now we need to focus on texturing those things first. So I'm gonna make this one, what the fuck, this one is so hard to control, bro. So I'm gonna reset this, make this one around here, just set it just like this, temporary. Now drag your material instant into this, and it's gonna flip it. So I'm gonna flip this one back to this. Now you can scale this one down. No matter how, you know, straight it is, it's okay. Okay, you gotta remember that this one is pretty simple to use. So this, I'm gonna just move those things down, move it down just like this. This is a technique that I basically learned from Blenders actually. So it's gonna give you guys, you know, a sand of background CD without working way too much on it. It's a lazy trick, you know. So let's click on the material instances, and now here is what happened. We will control those things, as you can see. I want it to make it a bit less visible, make the contrast up and the brightness up as well, make some sort of, you know, silhouette, maybe 100. And now, in case you wanted to add another background to basically keep passing those things, what you're gonna do right now is to hold Alt on the keyboard, duplicate those things once again, and on the content drawer, duplicate the material instant, double click into that, and on the parent nodes over there, what we're gonna be going to do, it is to duplicate the background as well. All right. I don't know what node need to really are flipping something. Let me check it real quick. Bro, I was fighting this. I mean, trying to fight this one on Reddit and shit, but it's kind of like hard. So just just go easy, bro. So you need to duplicate both the indices and the background in order to, you know, having different thing. And on the background, what you're gonna do is on the texture sample, we select this one over there and click on the little button right over there to import this. And on the background material instances background 2, you drag it into this part over there. So make sure that you need to save this one in order to apply those things the same way into this one. Now once you're done with that, go to your content drawer, drag this one into the second plane. So click on plane 2, element 0 over there, just select the material instances 2 and apply those things. Make sure that you gotta save it anyway. So yeah, I forgot to save. So put this into this and save it. Now you can drag those things into this, and you got another layer. So before we actually manage to do anything, we're gonna back to the camera cinema actor. Now what I wanted to do right now is to make the plane a lot smaller. Yeah, a lot stretched anyway. Let's make them a lot smaller. Move those things down. As you can see, it's still got a little bit too high. Let's make it really, really small and, hide it behind the building and stuff. That's gotta be a very nice thing to do. And also, we're gonna change the intensity later, so no need to blame me if you are about to say it, because I know. Alright, so just straight it out. Now on the setting, reset all those things in order to know, what is the thing that we should choose. So the alpha boost, one is good. Alpha contrast, as you can see here, make those things a lot smaller. And now you can move around, we have like some sort of details that look pretty nice. It ain't gonna lie, even if we move it over there, it's create nice ascent of holograms. Hologram is very popular in Cyberpunk, so that's gotta be a nice thing. Make it to the edges of this building. You can duplicate those things, move it around anywhere you want it, or just chain on, different backgrounds. So I might choose another background for this one. Let me see. Something that's have a lot of points of, color and stuff is a very nice. So for example, I'm gonna choose this image over there, which I made inside Midjourney. It's have a lot of points supplied just like this, right? The more points supplied, the better it's gotta be. So do the same thing, choose two of those things, duplicate it, go inside this, move those things up. It's very inconvenient to work, on one monitor. Just gotta be honest. I have 3 monitor and I'm kind of familiar with that. So click on this, import. You gotta remember that's a tutorial. So in your real work, you gotta work around with it, try to make it look incredible. Here I'm just showing you guys a progress of me creating it. So keep passing your image until you like it. Here I don't give a shit about the size of the plane or anything. I just want it to be, somewhere like this. Move it all the way over there. Drag the material into this tree into it. Now you got something else here as well. So this time I wanted to move it up, adding some sort of sand of holograms. And I also wanted to make it, kind of like close to the camera, but putting those in a lot down and smaller as well. Just make it like really small. Move it down, move it up a little bit. Just, make it like rotating just like this. Just give it a little scent of life under there. You obviously need to work a lot on those things. It's gotta be honest. But yeah, when you're done with that, go back to the cinema camera actor, and you can see that we are having a lot of different images stacking up on each other. You can lighting up those things by adding more hologram into this as well. So the last thing that we're gonna be going to do is to replace some actor. Oh yeah, the spaceship as well. So now once you remove the little block over there, go to your quickshot bridge, and now we're gonna be going to search for fence. All right, this one right there, this one right there. So, oh, we got some shots in here. That's pretty interesting. So we're gonna download this modular high kit here. I'm gonna put it on high quality. So yeah, this is like the keyword of it. I'm sorry for not telling you guys or anything, because even myself actually forgot about the name. So just searching out for that on Quickshot Bridge and ready to download. Oh, wait, that with this one. So now we're gonna click on add, and it's gonna nice showing up. Okay, it's showing up. So close this one. We just hit yes to save everything. Now we have the modular safety rail here. Just put those things out there. rotate that 90 degrees and replace it with, you know, something just like this. Of course, you can now fit those things together by turning off this, make it just like this. Yeah, just like do some random stuff with it. It's kind of depend, you know, and later on I'm gonna showing you guys how to add, you know, some third-party stuff into your scene if you guys wanna like to customize even more. We'll make it a little bit far because, you know, why not? Okay, so once you're done with this, it's time to put some road and some traffic down there. So this is gonna be a pretty hard part. Before that, I think that we have enough mesh on the outliner that we could, you know, group all those things together. So you just need to choose move to, create a new folder. I'm gonna name this one the safety, I don't know, rail. Now do the same thing with the rest. Just choose all those things except this. Right click, move to new folder, holograms. And what the fuck is this? Oh, this is also holograms. Alright, so it's time to find some road texture. Alright, so it's time to teach you guys about how to add the road material into this. So this one also inspired by industry tutorial. I actually figured it out by watching cinematic cookies, cyberscape videos, but it was on Blender, and now I wanted to replicate that in Unreal Engine, but I have no idea how to add a video texture. So I was watching industry tutorials, so all the link gonna be in the description. I think that he's did a much better job in on, you know, explaining about those things than me. So on the file we have 3 road material videos. This is like this one, the first one. You know, it's just like some stable drone camera videos, and this is the second one. This is the third one, which is like the most popular one that cinematic cookie use. It's have some, you know, wingo, but it's not really important. And if you guys want to like to find your own stuff, you can search for drone CDs on Pixabay or Pexels to, you know, looking for that. And you can actually use those things, as you can see over there, to actually use that as a background. So something like this, very fucking nice. You can search drone CD lines, you know, some sort of keyword into it in order to actually find a good one. Yeah, so just choose something that stable. Record from a high view, just like this. Alright, this one looking chaotic as fuck. Search for those things. Aerial views of drones, vehicle traveling at night. This one is what I wanted to talk about. A ton of fucking cool thing, bro. I'm sorry for saying the F word too much. I'm sorry. I'm literally way too stressed right now. I literally apologize for this. So there's a lot of things for you guys to actually learning. This one, yeah, it's a single road. It's very nice because you can actually use that for a highway or something. So now let's learn how to put those things inside Unreal Engine. So in Unreal Engine, I'm gonna put this one into Unlit to make it faster. I'm gonna make this one bigger, create a new folder, and I'm gonna name this one Road Materials. Now we're gonna right click media, find media source. I'm gonna name this one media short road 1, road 2, road 3. Now for each of those things, click on the file path, and I'm gonna link that to the road file. Yeah, you can do the shape shade as well. So this is the first one. Click on save. Now we go to advanced. Make sure to click on pre-cache to make it, like faster. This one also need to be on loop as well. So once you've done that, do the same thing with 2 of the other things. All right, so right click once again. We're gonna click on media players. Click on the video output media texture access, and now media player road 1. Do the same thing, duplicate 2. Oh, it's we cannot do that because it's not gonna going to create a texture for some reason. It's gonna be messed up, so do the same thing. Okay, so for each of those things, what you're gonna do is to double click on those things until it starts playing like this. Click on loop, and you cannot click on close it. We're gonna minimize those things because I want it to be bladed inside of Unreal Engine. Turn on loop once again. For 3 loop once again, and now we have the media textures. So I'm gonna create a new folder, name this one texture to make it less chaotic, or right click, no, let's just put it as a players, select all of those things, put it inside here, move here. Now on this texture right there, it's time to create a material for that. So right click, we create a new material. We're gonna name this one material road 1. Opening it up. Now here's come to the part where I'm gonna be going to show you guys the same way as the backgrounds. Change clearing, default need, disconnect the base color, and just do the same thing. Alright, so once you're done with this one, it's time to make it a little bit different. We need some color correcting, right? Because the road videos are not the same, they are not having the serving the same color and stuff. So I'm gonna just set this one back to 1. Now Alt, we create a new node named desaturation. So make a new parameter. I want to name this one set with the default value of 1, and now just put those in. Now the same way at how Blender's load work. Save those in. And what we're gonna do right now is to apply this material. Right click, create a material instant, and I wrote 1, and go over there, create a new plane, and I will set this one to 192 by 108. Is, you know, it's like basically a ratio. You're already familiar with that, right? Move it down. It's still too big, right? And we just need to divide this one. Maybe divide this one by 3. Divide this one by 3. It's still very big. Divide this one by 3. Divide this one by 3. Make those really small. It's a little bit too small. So just make them up by 1.5. Up by 1.5. Now rotate it and drop your material instant into that. So now when you're back to lead mode, right now basically you cannot see anything. So on the image background, I want to turn off this. So as you can see, you cannot see anything because on the material instance, all right, I click on this one on the content browser. So we need to turning on every single thing. First one on the saturation, I want to put this one to 0 in order to have, you know, the color back. The alpha contrast, I will make it down a little. The alpha push, you can make it up as well. And the brightness, one of the most important ones. So I will make the brightness to 12. The alpha boost, you can make it up just like this. The contrast, you can remove them by doing something just like this. You know, just make them like that. And we're done. Now we basically have something running in the background. So in order to make it running, you gotta opening up the media browsers, but we shouldn't do that now because it's gonna destroy your fucking PC. So now what you're gonna do is to kitbash those things on the scene. So duplicate it into another plane. This time we're gonna do the same thing with 2 of the other. So go to content drawer, tutorial, raw material. On the material road here, duplicate it, click on this one, duplicate it, do the same thing, duplicate it 3 times. So for each of those things, just replace the texture sample here with this one. So 1, save it, 3. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Making it, you know, looking way too, you know, I'm having OCD for real, bro. I hate to see the content drawer keep jumping up or down, but it's been a while. I'm not using this shit. I don't know how to move it and I make it, you know, stick. Yeah, maybe something like this and just stick it out. Oh, it's work. Oh, finally. Now on the material instant, click on this and put the emerald 2 into this. Go to the material instances 3, emerald 3. Boom. Now close those things. Put the material instances 2 into the little plane. Make sure to put the saturation. Why the fuck? Oh yeah, we need to put the instances into it, not the M1. Like this. Now duplicate it one more time and just use the third one. So as you can see, they are all having a different color, but for now we just need to keep passing around first, and later on I will adjust them later. It doesn't need to be fit to this order, like the motion, anything. Just give it, you know, a sense of something that's moving underground. Okay. You can shred those things up, is okay, because this is a tutorial. I obviously don't want to overcomplicate it those things by actually doing something way too carefully. But for you, if you are like, working on a client work or some sort of thing like that, obviously you need to spend a lot of time on those things. But not me. Like fuck this shit, bro. Like, no way I'm gonna like spend a ton of time on really doing this one looking nicely, bro. Just giving you guys the basic concept of this is more than just enough. That's my opinion. I want you guys to actually have a sense of, you know, creativities. That's what the main goal of my tutorial is, to also giving you guys some different option to goes up with your creativities. Now the first one seemed to be a little bit off. I might put it somewhere. The rotate I way too small, make it big. Now you gotta keep back this thing all over the place, which is really gonna take a lot of time. So you can select everything here. Alt, make it up, rotating it, put it down. Let's make it to be, you know, the same as the current level. Turn off this E on the keyboard, make it up just like this. Now duplicate it, rotate it. Okay, this one getting crazy. So put those things back to this and then rotate it just like this. I want to enable slapping for now because I need it. And I'll just and, you know, just move some random stuff to some random place. It's okay to have some sort of players over there are actually having nothing, because why do I need to keep at this sort of area? Let's make them really huge. Put those things over there, rotate it, move it up, make it really scrap. And even if you're doing a very serious work, that's just me, because no one gonna it's gonna be less visible on camera, right? All you need to have is some color variation that moving over there. So that was pretty much all about it. To the stop, move it, just like this. Same way it goes with this side. And now once you're done with this, it's time to actually color correct. So on the second material instant, I wanted to put the alpha contrast a lot more. Let's looking it down over there. You can see that if you put the alpha contrast, it's gonna be, you know, less visible, and the alpha boosts are not really needed. The brightness also, because the original brightness is more than enough for this. For this saturation, you can desat it maybe just a little bit. So on the tree, it's very bright, right? Reset two of those things. On the alpha boost, I mean on the contrast, I wanted to make it down a little. Desaturate pretty enough and make the brightness down a bit. Once you're done with everything, go to the layer, click on each of the layer to make it move. The first one, click on the first. Second one, click on the second. Third one, click on the third. Minimize it, and basically we have a moving thing over there. And on your serious work, of course, you gotta need to keep past some sort of something over there, right? You obviously need to do that. And also you need to overlay a ton of different road on top of those things. That's my suggestion when it's come to those things. But here, seeing this one is a tutorial, I don't want it to go that far, because it's, you know, it's a creativity. It's not anything that I should teach or anything. And also for the ground, we don't have way too much things on the ground, and I kinda wanna to putting up something, maybe some lighting, some sort of thing here. You can definitely do that. So here we're back to the cinema camera actor. So the last thing that we're gonna be going to do, it is to render the sequence. So click on the little button over there, cinematic level sequence actor. So what you're gonna be doing right now is to open this one up. the level sequence. Oh yeah, we need to create a level sequence. A level sequence. Why do I forgot it? I'm literally, sometimes it's a sequence. Yeah, this one, right? Oh, someone joined Discord. Oh shit. So go to the content drawer, go back to material, level, search for sequence, click on level sequence, put it down there, open level sequence, drag the camera down, and now what you're gonna be going to do is to change the focal and your aperture. As you can see, if I put it down, so it's up. On the focus setting, you can do some sort of focus. You can see over there, and you can see you can do some sort of fade in, fade out by click on the little keyframe over there, move it around like 30 frame, make it really far, just like this, and make another keyframe. So you can actually do some sort of blur in transition, just like that, and expand everything up like something like this. And also, in order to render those things out, I'm gonna be going to show you guys the best render setting that I found on my high-end PC, by the way. It's gonna depend on you guys, so you can watch some tutorials on YouTube to actually figure it out the way to do it. All right, so on cinematic actually weird. Oh fuck, my friend calling me. Alo, lô, lô, làm sao? Ra đẩy cái đéo ấy cơ? Ở đô thị à?
Ở chỗ Phú Mân đi về Văn Môn này.
Ui đi mẹ, Phú Mẫn đi về Văn Môn là chỗ nào nhỉ?
Mày từ ngã tư Phú Mân ấy, tao đi về Văn Môn.
Mày chụp cho thằng bố mày xem nào. Đây tao sắp quay xong video rồi. Ô, ui mẹ, thằng này chết rồi à? Wait, guy, wait. Oh fuck. Alright, so now we click on this little sequencer right there to save it, and then click on this one to render the videos. So on the setting, the first thing that you gotta take a look at, it is we're gonna delete the export one to click on the EXR to have the highest qualities, or you can click on, yeah, I think this one is probably having the best things, and you can click on Beast for compression. Alo,
Mày đi về, mày ra chợ Phú Mân nhá. Alo.
Alo, đây nói đi nhanh lên mẹ mày.
Ra chợ Phú Mân, tao đi thẳng là về Văn Môn đúng không? Đấy, thì mày đi thẳng đường về Văn Môn đấy, cho mày gặp tao.
Okay. Alright, it's time for talking about the spaceship. So you can model some very simple things, or you can go to sketchfab.com. You just need to search for spaceship, click on downloadable, and then find your favorite one. Here I'm going to choose this one. Now you can click on download and import that into Blender. So sorry, here I already downloaded it, so you can go to Blender right now. I'm gonna do it very quick. So we click on General, A on the keyboard, X on the keyboard to delete it, import this. Here they actually give me a spaceship blend.blend file. Now you need to check it. Is there's like any mesh out there is not joined. For example, this one over there, this one have a textures on it. Oh, have a material on it, and I don't want it, so I want to delete this. And this one, it actually have two separate ones, so we select two of those things. Control J on the keyboard to join all of them. And now for all the human over there, we just need to select all of those things, because we don't need that. Then there's a lot of spaceship here for you guys to use. Delete it. Now once you have every single thing here, file, export, APX, click on the mesh, selected objects, turn off the baked animation, turn off the lip bones, smoothing, turn on the targeting space, and that's all. I want to override this one. And now we close this one. I don't save it. Opening up your Unreal Engine. Oh yeah, this one, it was a test one. I don't give a, I mean, I don't care about that. All right, no more swearing. It's time to fire it. Spaceship dot fbx. Oh yeah, so here's one of the file that I already, you know, post progress as well. You guys can actually, you know, use this file as well. It's gonna be in the description as well. So yeah, just wait for that. So this one actually have, you know, the glass material that I created, but I'm gonna going to replace those things with other things later. So we have a lot of mesh down there. So I'm gonna go to create a new level and make sure to save this one. And we just drag some random thing into this. So I want to select maybe just 3 of those things to make an example for you guys. Put those things down. So I actually forgot to, you know, make the anchor points on plates, but it's okay. We just need to make some sort of random shape here. So select all of those things. You can right click, go to the pivot, set pivot here, move it up. Now you can actually make the mesh maybe a bit wider or some sort of thing like that. I'm sorry for this bad mesh here. So yeah, this is scattering around Alt on the keyboard. We might rotate this one. Bro, this one looks so fucking annoying, bro. Snap your pivot here. I will make this one maybe down, just like this. Make it down, move it to some sort of position. I'm just showing you guys a little example, okay? Once you've done that, select every single things. And then we're gonna be going through to merge actor. You can create as much as you want. It's gonna depend on, you know, how much that you need. I want to name this one spaceship 1. And once you've done that, go to content drawer to back into the this untitled over there. This is the map that we are working on the tutorial. Now you're gonna drag this one into the scene, drag it very far away, rotate this one. You can turn on slapping here. I'm gonna do it, make it 90 degrees, and then you can duplicate those things a lot more. You can do some different variation, something that's like this. You might choose all those things. Let's make those things this like this. I mean, their rotation is a little bit still wrong, so I might click on multiple value. It's gonna be lighty. Okay, so you can control the G on the keyboard to group all of those things. Now once you've done that, you can actually duplicate it even more. I want to give it an example. So on the plane over there, I want to move all the road plane, right click, move to, create a new folder. I want to name this one road. Now on the spaceship, we're gonna position those things into the right place. I want to make this one very small but very long, you know, some sort of thing just like this. So I only have one variation right there. Yeah, that's true. You know, showing you guys how this one work. So on this material here, I will go to the content folder, new CD, material, windows. I will duplicate this one into another window instances. And what we're gonna be going to do, it is to put it into the glass and go to lead mode. I will make this one a lot brighter to, you know, basically highlight those things up. So on the window brightness, you can actually make it very bright. You can hit F on the keyboard to basically scale it to the points of it. You can see it over there. It's like kind of like simulating the real life thing here. So make it kind of bright. Save it and move it. Maybe this position is good. You know, it's kind of intersecting. So opening up the level sequence, click on open level sequence, and then we will click on this. And now what we're gonna be going to do, it is on two of these group actor, right? This whole, so move it. And yeah, we cannot move it. So Control Alt Shift G to ungroup, or Control Alt G. I don't really remember. All right, so now once you ungroup, we're gonna select every single thing. Just leave the first one and click on this. So now it's all linked to this one only. So drag this one down to the thumbnail. Just say drag this one down until you see a little box here. And then on the transform, you can keyframe the location, X, Y, Z. Here I wanna keyframe the Y position. Maybe we move that like 150 frames. You can move it just like this. So you can see now we have something that's like this. It is a spaceship. So one thing here, I will Control Z. I wanted to make it, you know, having the same speed. So you can turn this one into linear. Do the same thing. And then if you want like to have more variation, like something that's move faster than the other to make it, you know, less kind of like, I don't know how to call it, but you can select some random thing here, right? Duplicate it, maybe move it up and drag it out. I just unlink this. Oh fuck, I just actually didn't need to put it. Okay, let's drag this one down over there. Gotta unlink those things, bro. Okay, so just click on this, Alt on the keyboard to duplicate it up, and then you drag this one out and drag this one down until you see this box. Now the location, for example, if you wanted to make it go from this side to the other side. So that's just an example, okay? So you can go very creative with this. So you can basically have something just like this, okay? So back to the cinema camera actor. So we basically can have some spaceship on the scene. And all you gotta do left is just render it. So thank you so much everyone for watching these videos. I know that this one is just a very scrap tutorial. I cannot, you know, put all my 5-day work into just a single tutorial. So I'm gonna make this one very quickly. I'm fucking apologize for this. I'm gonna be going to try my best to actually showing you guys a lot better thing in the future. And if you guys want to support me, you can download the project file link in the description. And for the last thing, okay, so the last thing here, I want to add some haze. I'm gonna use the blue haze from this one just by duplicating those thing up. Move it really close to the camera, something like this, and just put those things down. So when you back to the cinema camera actor and put the scalability up, you can see that we have some blue haze right under there, which is really, really nice. Okay, so go to blend 4. I think it's a bit too high. Make it down. Just like this is good enough. Oh yeah, it's kind of like clipping, so you can actually fix those things as well. So yeah, that's pretty awesome about it. You can customize some sort of thing, anything that you wanted to do with the scene. And if you wanted to buy the project, check the link in the description and see you in the next video.